The happy scene of carefree school children at play is a reminder of our obligation to provide protection for these leaders of tomorrow. Of the utmost importance to our civic government is the responsibility of rendering safe the street crossings by which our youth makes its way to and from school. Without adequate crossing protection, the way is hazardous. In 1923, recognizing the need for a specific traffic safety program for its school children, Berkeley's school and police departments organized the Berkeley Junior Traffic Police. Governed by an advisory council composed of representatives of the schools, parents' organizations, and the police department, the organization was designed to provide crossing protection and at the same time offer training for youth in responsibility and leadership. Its organizational structure and rules and regulations are embodied in the manual of the Berkeley Junior Traffic Police, established by its advisory council and approved by the California State Board of Education. A regular officer of the Berkeley Police Department is appointed by the Chief of Police to serve as the Director of the Junior Traffic Police, with the Captain of the Patrol Division and the Director of the Police Department's Traffic Bureau. The JTP Director coordinates the activities and training of the junior officers. Male students of satisfactory scholastic standing above the 4th grade may apply for membership in the Berkeley Junior Traffic Police. Applications are reviewed by teachers and the school's principal, who consider the applicant's qualities of scholarship, dependability, and leadership. The names of qualified students, carefully selected in order that they may command the respect and obedience of their schoolmates, are posted in a place of honor. Following the posting of the names of the qualified students, the school's traffic sponsor, a teacher appointed by the principal to directly supervise the individual school's patrol, distributes registration cards to the boys selected for duty. This is a day to be remembered, a wonderful experience to be shared by a boy and his parents, when the student rushes home with his parent permission card and the news of his selection for service. His enthusiasm for the responsibility of the job ahead is very apparent as he urges his dad to give him the written consent required before he may get his appointment. In addition to the parent's signature on the permission card, the signature of the candidate indicates his willingness to do his best to fulfill the duties of a member of the Junior Traffic Police. The candidates are appointed by the Chief of Police after their applications have been approved by the school principal and the Director of the Junior Traffic Police, who administers the oath of office. Each officer promises to faithfully perform the duties assigned to him, to obey the rules and regulations, to conduct himself in a gentlemanly manner, and to set a proper example for his fellow students. Now the instruction of the new officers begins as the recruits intently study the techniques of semaphore operation as performed by veteran squad members in the schoolyard. After a period of instruction, the recruits have their opportunity to show what they have learned under the critical eyes of their instructors. All training is supervised by the JTP Director. Learning to follow instructions promptly and with precision is a vital part of the training of the new officers. They feel the responsibility of their position and recognize that the safety of their schoolmates depends upon the efficient operation of their squad. During their recruit training, the new officers receive the coveted uniform of the Berkeley Junior Traffic Police from their teacher sponsor. These are colors they will wear proudly, for they know the tradition of service they represent. Their pride in their service is reflected, too, in a desire to be neat and inspection clean while on duty. A sergeant's manual, prepared and approved by the Advisory Council, is distributed to newly appointed sergeants of the school squads. The manual assists the new sergeant with his added responsibilities and provides a section for squad records. On a street near the school, the director instructs sergeants in the proper judgment of distances, which will be of vital importance in squad operations. Control activity of the squads is coordinated with the movement of traffic. Each squad leader is carefully instructed in appraising traffic flow so that the patrol may function properly and children may cross the street in safety. Questions on traffic control and the operations of the squads are encouraged and answered by the director. After a course of schoolyard instruction, the recruit is permitted to go on duty as an observer, watching the squad in action so that he may better prepare himself for regular duty. When the school bell signals traffic time, whether in the classroom or on the playground, the young officers immediately report to their traffic rooms for their equipment. Furnished and maintained by the city, the patrol's equipment is neatly arranged in the traffic quarters of each school. Time is valuable, as the squads must be in full uniform at their assigned corners without delay. 5 minutes is allowed for this purpose. A duty roster board indicates each officer's assignment. The seriousness of his job is uppermost in each boy's mind, and all other activities become of secondary importance as he prepares for the regular scheduled duty. Semaphores are removed from the racks, and with all equipment in order, the officers report to their squad assembly area. During rainy weather, brightly colored rain gear protects the young officers, who are always ready to serve. In snappy precision, justly proud of their appearance, the squads march to their assigned corners to set up crossing protection. School's out, and hundreds of children stream out of the building on their way home. They respect their junior traffic police and have the assurance that they will be protected at busy intersections near the school by their guardians of the crosswalks. Children who arrive early at the street crossings await the arrival of the squad. Crossing protection is set up in strict accord with the regulations established by the California State Board of Education. A sergeant and a corporal will take their positions at the control point. Semaphore officers will be stationed at each end of the crosswalk and at points 100 feet in either direction from the crosswalk. All semaphore officers will move out at the signal of the sergeant, but never further than the width of a parked car. Approaching motorists are alerted by advance crossing signs painted on the street 200 feet in each direction from the crosswalk and must stop within a safe distance of the semaphore officer. With heads erect, each boy in step, the officers approach their crossing, the sergeant giving the commands and the corporal counting cadence. Semaphores at their sides, the alert officers respond to the order to fall out and take their posts. When his men are in position and the proper traffic gap is observed, the sergeant blows one blast on his whistle and each officer takes his control position. Not until he has double-checked traffic conditions and has assured himself that all officers are properly stationed does the sergeant permit the children to cross. When the group has crossed, the sergeant blows his whistle twice to signal his officers to return to their curb positions. Each boy offers the example of a well-trained officer. Every effort is made to instill into each member the feeling of pride in his organization and the service it provides. Ready and alert for the sergeant's signals, the officer follows them promptly. Talking and playing on duty are not permitted. To observe these young officers at work safeguarding their schoolmates without immediate adult supervision is to appreciate the true feeling of responsibility they hold for their job. At crossings controlled by automatic signal lights, the children are kept on the sidewalk until the green light indicates they may cross. Only the assembled group of children is permitted to cross, and latecomers must wait for the next green light. Where few children cross at quieter intersections, full patrols are not necessary, and escort officers are used to lead the school children across the street. Another duty assignment completed, the sergeant blows 3 blasts of his whistle and his squad forms at the corner. They quickly march back to their quarters where they will put their equipment in place, then return to their classrooms without disrupting the class. Little school time is lost. For those school children who are late, a straggler squad remains on duty for a short time after the main squad has returned to the schoolyard. When careless or indifferent motorists fail to obey the signals of the Junior Traffic Police, the license number of the offending auto is recorded by 2 officers of the squad. Violation cards are independently prepared by each officer, and a report is made to the school principal, who checks the cards for accuracy. A report of the violation is made to the Berkeley Police Department, and a reprimand or appropriate court action follows their investigation. During their routine patrol duty, the regular officers receive snappy salutes from the junior patrolmen who have earned the respect of the city's lawmen. The director spends a minimum of 30 minutes with each school unit at weekly drill periods in which every patrol member eagerly participates. During these drill sessions, the boys become accustomed to the commands of their leaders and learn to act as a unit. Again, there is a question and answer period. These meetings not only promote the efficiency of the patrols, but also aid in furthering the friendly relationship between the boy and his police department. As the school traffic administrator, the teacher sponsor offers instruction and encouragement to his platoons and reminds them of their individual responsibilities. This guidance is essential to the success of the Junior Traffic Police program. Once a month, the commanding officers of each school patrol inspect the uniforms of their platoons. Every officer is required to have his name in both garments. Inspections are thorough, and demerits are given for untidy equipment. Each officer's record reflects his performance. Merits are awarded for satisfactory service, and these merit ratings receive great consideration when the time comes for promotions to higher ranks. No other incentive is needed by these young officers who make every effort to warrant the approval of their sergeants. The benefits of this valuable training are brought into the home and are carried over into later life. It's not all duty and training for the Junior Traffic Police. Free admission to Saturday movies is extended to patrol members by citizens who recognize the value of this traffic safety organization. The officer's identification card, issued at the beginning of each semester, is his free pass to an afternoon of entertainment. As an additional reward for devoted service, the boys attend football games at California's Memorial Stadium. The end-of-term dinners, sponsored by the Parent Teachers Association and Mothers and Dads Clubs, are happy occasions and a special delight of the junior traffic officers who obviously enjoy themselves at the dinner table. Most officers serve for 2 years in the patrol, and on graduation day, an honorable discharge signed by the Chief of Police, the school principal, the teacher sponsor, and the director is presented to each of the retiring officers. Always among the most popular boys in the student body, they receive a well-earned ovation from an audience of parents and fellow students. The director maintains a service record card on all patrol members, and the officer's record may one day prove to be a valuable character reference. At the Hall of Justice, the director is assigned an office which is always open to patrol members who have learned that a police officer can be a friend and counselor. Before the annual Junior Police Review and Inspection, commanding officers call on the director for a briefing on their parts in this colorful spectacle. When the big day arrives, the Berkeley High School band leads the entire corps in a parade through Berkeley's business district. Assembled into one battalion of over 800 strong, their bodies erect, eyes front, these devoted schoolboys are an inspiring sight as they parade before an admiring public. Since their first years in school, it has been their fervent desire to serve with the Junior Traffic Police and to take part in the annual review and inspection, which is the culmination of their ambition. As they march through Berkeley streets, applauding crowds share their tremendous pride in their organization. The patrols are identified by the banners of the individual schools. At the University of California's Edwards Field, the crowd gathers for the inspection ceremonies. Police officials from neighboring cities take their places with Berkeley's Chief of Police, representatives of the military services, the superintendents of Berkeley's public and parochial schools, and other dignitaries to watch the colorful display. The Junior Traffic Police Chorus of Burbank Junior High School offers a selection for the crowd's entertainment. School patrols enter the field and the ceremonies begin. Patrol units demonstrate their proficiency in drilling maneuvers. A semaphore squad moves as a unit as they follow the commands of their sergeant. The Corps' junior commander, chosen for this ceremony, is introduced to the inspection party by Chief Holstrom. Lined up in companies with company commanders, captains, top sergeants, corporals, and officers at rigid attention, the Corps awaits the inspection party. Following the inspection, the junior commander leads the entire corps as they pass in review. For over 35 years, the select group of schoolboys who have comprised the Junior Traffic Police has guarded Berkeley's school crossings. Hundreds of thousands of school children have been protected by the patrol, whose record of service has never been marred by a traffic fatality. Duty with the Junior Police has helped thousands of schoolboys to learn the meaning of responsibility, dependability, and the service ideal, grounding them in the principles of good citizenship while preparing them for positions of leadership in the adult community.